Come on, Max. Wherever you go.
It appears the ceiling is caved in here.
How you doing, old bean?
You found a way. Thank you very much.
Are you all right?
I think so. But my left leg is killing me.
Cut it off.
Wait, I'll help you.
That would be nice. I could barely make it to my office on my own.
Now we're going to get a plot
I have
dump.
to admit, the story you just told me sounds a little unbelievable. First, Vladimir's kidnapping. Then a mysterious conspiracy. And then men in black robes.
What accent is that?
On the other hand, the story is so unbelievable that you can't be making it up.
So you'll help us?
Little Nina is in Cuba with Manuel Perez right now?
Yes, she just sent a picture to my cell phone. I can't understand it, though. Maybe you'll have better luck.
Yes, I've seen this symbol before, but it's been a long time. Vladimir contacted me out of the blue many years after our Tunguska expedition. He wrote in a mysterious letter that he had made a sensational discovery and needed my help. Several years earlier, he had examined a metallic fragment that had been found in the Tunguska region. You've probably never heard of the Kalenkov report, have you?
Just in general. It has something to do with extraterrestrial material, right?
Yes, but that's only half the truth.
What do you mean?
Manuel Perez, who wrote the report with Vladimir, discovered this exact symbol engraved on the surface of the fragment.
You mean there were symbols on the fragment?
Alien
Vladimir wasn't sure
beings.
since the surface was so severely damaged. During
Yes.
further investigation, he discovered something in the archives of the Academy of Science in Moscow.
Please don't
It
crash.
was in a report about the research expeditions of an English scientist who apparently discovered disc-shaped artifacts made of unknown material in 1947.
God, I love
during
alien
an
stuff.
expedition. This researcher, Evans was his name, described the same material properties that Vladimir had observed on the Tunguska fragment. That alone was a hot lead. But as soon as he saw a sketch Evans had made, it took his breath away.
Why? Please continue.
The artifact was covered with unfamiliar symbols. One of the symbols was the same symbol that Perez and Vladimir had discovered on the Tunguska fragment.
Phew. Sounds exciting. Where did the discs come from? And where did this Evans guy find it?
That's also what
Why aren't
Vladimir
you
wanted
Irish?
to know. But he couldn't find anything in the Moscow Academy's records. That is why he contacted me. Vladimir had found out that Evans had died recently, and his personal notes and journals were supposed to be auctioned off in London. He asked me to get the documents for him, since he couldn't leave Russia at that time.
And did you get the documents? Where did this metal disc come from?
I sent
Space.
Vladimir an encoded copy of the journals. I still have the originals here.
Hell
Really?
yes.
Can I see them?
Just a minute. They have to be here somewhere.
Nina, I have news.
Could this Morangi be of help to us?
I have to say yes. Do you know about your father's expedition to China? To be more exact, to the Himalayas.
He took a lot of trips before my mother's death. It's possible that he was also in the Himalayas. Why?
I think that he was looking for something there and maybe even found it. Maybe that's also the reason he disappeared.
I don't get it.
I'm gonna send you a few things to your cell phone. You better get going right away. I'll meet you in your father's apartment.
Oh yes, we got to have a long ass cutscene now. Yeah. Putting the pieces together. Alien beings. Just kick the door in, dude.
Nina still isn't here. I'll give her a call and see where she is. Oh, I have a voicemail message. That's probably Nina, running a little late.
This is Kansky. I really hope you're getting this message. We have to meet urgently. It's very important. I can't go into details at the moment. I think I'm being followed. I'll try to lose the guys and then go to the museum. Please hurry. I have reason to believe that you're in great danger. I have to go. Somebody's coming. I'll wait for you at the museum.
Oh no.
What is Kansky doing here again? I really don't want to run into him again. On the other hand, the message sounded important. But what if it's a trap? I'll probably regret it, but maybe he really does have information that could help us.
Hold together
Nina's isn't here
cutscene.
yet, and the museum isn't that far away. So I'll just head over there.
Oh dear.
Yes.
We've managed to track them. We know where the hideout is.
Are you sure?
The information is absolutely reliable.
Very good. You must go there immediately. I'll tell Professor Charleroi that she should prepare the last phase of the project.
Okay. Once I've found it, what will happen to the girl and her friend?
Well, those two could actually be a problem. Take care of it.
Sinister.
Oh my god, that's Kansky.
He's
I don't
dead.
feel a pulse. He's dead.
He's dead
What
dead.
have I gotten myself into? Kidnapping was bad enough, but murder? I should get out of here.
Whole lot of shit's going down.
Yes. Get in, please.
Don't get in the car. Fuck's sake.
What's keeping Max? He should have already been here by now.
Maybe he had a more pressing engagement.
How come? What do you mean?
You really don't know? Love really does make you blind.
What?
Think about it. Your father disappears. Max sits in the next office and says he didn't notice.
He had his music.
Who urged you to go home and wait for your father there?
It was Max. So what?
Someone's
So what?
setting someone
Have you
up.
already forgotten that's where someone knocked you out?
No, but...
And then the attempt on the train. This has to have something to do with you or your father. That's clear, isn't it?
Yes, but...
Your father wasn't on board. And who knew you were on the train, other than us?
I know that all sounds strange, but...
Nina, wake up. I don't know who Max is working for or what he's up to, but he's playing some kind of evil game. And he's playing it at your expense.
With
Do you
Energon.
think we should...
Forget Max. I know you like him, but he was only using you. If we don't go now, he'll win the game, and your father will lose.
Maybe you're right. So
Don't
what do we
listen
do
to him,
now?
Nina. He's
the trail
obviously
to your father
evil.
leads to the Himalayas. And at least we have parts from a travel journal by this Evans. We should be able to use it to find the hidden caves of those mysterious mountain people.
And then what? That won't bring my father back.
I know, but I'm sure this strange alien artifact has something to do with your father's disappearance.
I love alien
admit.
encounter stories.
We most likely won't find your father in the Himalayas, but at least we have another lead.
Yeah, I know. It's just that I'm so very tired.
Do you want to give up on your father?
No, you're right. Let's go.
Hold together, cutscene. Hold together. More weight. More weight.
No wonder these caves are unknown. Without the exact information from Evan's report, no one would ever find their way up here.
Let's hope that you are right. We are, you know, in the border area, and I really do not want to make the acquaintance of overly nervous border patrols.
Indeed.
I'll stay at the entrance and keep an eye out.
And not
Let
the
me
evil.
know when you have found something.
Yes, solve everything for me. Let's look at our diary very quickly. Betrayed and forgotten. China, Himalayas. Max didn't show up to the rendezvous with Nina. Has he only been using her the entire time? Nina has to set off in search of the forgotten Dzopa tribe without him. Did we ever say the name of the tribe? Here we go. Anyway, Remember Detective Kansky? Because he's dead. He's dead. Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead, Dave. Apart from Oleg.
For sure. Without Oleg, I never would have found this cave.
Not suspicious at all. Okay. First thing we're going to do is pick up this fucking skull. We've got a teddy bear, an onion, some tongs, and a mail. Let's read the mail. Can I use it on me? No, I have to look at it.
An excerpt from the travel journal of a certain Dr. Evans. My father considered getting these documents to be so important that he intentionally coded all documents that deal with this subject.
Travel Journal, 10th, 23rd, 1947. I've only been here in northern India for a few months and have already heard rumours of a mysterious mountain tribe 3 times. The Dazopa tribe supposedly lives in seclusion in a particularly rough area of the Himalayas. Folks say that they have hypnotic abilities, which they supposedly owe to their holy circular-shaped artifacts. The Dazopa are able to protect themselves from intruders with the help of their strange powers. 5th of the 12th, 1949. My curiosity is nothing new, but my dreams have been renewed because I finally managed to organise an expedition. Unfortunately, the directions to the hidden valley of the Dazopa are very vague, but I'm going to try. I simply have to try. 7th to the 30th. So, the 30th of July, 1949. We're on our way. If only half of the stories about the Dazopa's supernatural and hypnotic abilities are true, then we are all standing on the edge of the biggest scientific sensation since the discovery of the pyramids of Giza. 10th of August, 1949. We've been advancing higher into the steep and icy mountains of the Himalayas for days. I admit, sometimes I feel the urge to simply turn around. It's like an inner voice, but my will is stronger, for now. 14th of August. Those cowardly dogs. Today the members of my support team simply took off. They ran away like scared chickens. 2 of them fell to their death. I don't know if the other ones will make it. I also don't have time to think about them. I have to keep going. 16th of August. I have now been alone for the past 2 days. I have to leave most of my equipment behind, and yet I have the feeling that the remaining baggage keeps getting heavier. I have to get rid of more ballast, but I don't have anything more to spare. 19th of August. I'm tired, so unbelievably tired. I know that I have to keep going, but I don't know how. I wonder if I'll ever see my daughter again. Question mark of August. How long have I been lying here? I have a vague memory of pulling myself to a ledge. Everything around me was white, and then everything went black. The veil in front of my eyes is now slowly lifting. I see a cave, but my legs refuse to stand up. The 2nd of September, 1949. I'm lying in a British hospital in northern India. They told me I was discovered 10 days ago by Tibetan monks lying unconscious on the bank of a river near the city of Lhasa. Since I had a severe fever, the monks apparently took care of me and then brought me to the military hospital. 4th of the night. 4th of September. They are telling me that I often babbled in confused sentence fragments. The monks wrote my words down. The ruling guardian, he sees everything, and he comes from far away. What do these words mean? And what kind of weird sketch is this that I stuck to the back of in the diary, and which I apparently made myself? It looks like some kind of the sign of the zodiac. I'm desperately trying to remember, but I simply can't. 30th of November, 1953. A lot of time has passed, time in which I have searched my brain for memories. In vain. I simply have no choice. I have to go back. I'm going to try to organize a new expedition as soon as possible. 27th of March, 1955. I had to work that out then. I have everything together. A map of the region, a couple of scientists, the necessary support team, but I can't set off. Instead, I have to argue with rich idiots who don't believe me and don't want to finance my expedition. 1st of September, 1959. If a miracle doesn't happen now, I will never be able to finish my life's work. The rich, snotty upstarts refuse to give me any money, and the banks don't want to either. They are banishing the fascinating Dazopa tribe into the realm of myths and legends. And there's the sketch. Interesting. Okay.
It could come from a yak.
We've got a yak skull. Got some holes. Come on, Nina! Faster than that! There's a waterfall.
The water is crystal clear and most likely ice cold.
There's a skelly bob up down there.
The poor guy must have fallen in there. I wonder if he was a member of my father's expedition.
There's a rock here.
Pretty big rock.
Can I push it?
It's too heavy. I can't move it.
What if I used the peg as a counterweight? Why are we doing this? Because I know the solutions.
I was lucky that there is another drain. Otherwise, the entire cave would probably be underwater already.
Well, that skeleton had a bag, so let's snag it. No, I want to look at it.
Oh, a bone. It looks weird. Somehow unnatural.
It looks like a key, Nina. For fuck's sake. Now, let's look at these
A
holes in the
small
wall.
round hole in the rock.
Let's put the key in the hole.
The bone caught on something. I can't get it out anymore.
Oh no. Go through. Look!
Patterns were chiseled into the rock here. I wonder what they mean.
A hidden passage with an ominous light. I'm not sure what colour that is.
This room emanates a weird atmosphere. I can't describe it exactly. Unreal.
We've
As
seen
if
that before.
one is entering a different world.
We've seen that
The
before.
head was chiseled directly out of the massive rock face. The head was chiseled directly out of the massive rock face. Small humans flee from a huge unshapely object into a cave. It depicts the fall of a huge unshapely object. The broken down trees around the crash site remind me a bit of photos that I once saw of the Tunguska region after the 1908 catastrophe.
Oh!
These lines and circles look almost like the sketches that Manuel Perez made in Cuba.
It's all coming together! Kind of. Well,
An excerpt from
that's the symbol we've got to make. Bear with me while I do this. Oh, how did I know that? Because we
an excerpt from the
looked at that picture and I took a screenshot of it. What that?
strange disc. Really looks rather insignificant, but it feels warm. And I have the feeling as if some sort of weird energy is emanating from it. I'll show it to Oleg. Maybe he's got an idea about what we should do with it. Oleg, I was just coming to you.
I see you really did it. Congratulations. We were not mistaken about you.
Thanks. What do you mean by...
What a
I'll explain
surprise.
that later. The boss is waiting.
Just fucking cold clocked
Kambersky to
us.
station. Requesting permission to land.
Ah, Oleg, I heard you actually found this metal thing?
Hello, Sergei. Yes, everything actually went as we hoped. The girl was really good.
Excellent work. The boss will be pleased.
Now what are we going to do with her?
The boss's orders were clear.
Is that really necessary?
Sergey.
Well, it is a shame with that cute ass.
Sergey.
But with some luck, it'll keep fresh on ice. And now, turn the water on.
Okay.
You didn't have to bring her here to murder her, but good thing
Nothing.
you did.
What a piece of crap! The damn thing's broken again! Let's see what the problem is. We should hurry, though.
Remember,
The prototype
Sergei
is
is
as good
Russian.
as ready for use. You see, and the boss is waiting for us.
And the little one?
We won't be gone long. We'll take care of her later.
This is where things get finicky. Boop. Beep. Boop.
There's a piece missing here. Looks like it was torn out.
Sabotage?
What does it mean?
You take care of it. I have to get back to our scientific genius.
Okay.
Yes. Well, hopefully Nina will wake up, and Nina's waking up. This bit had me all over the shop when I first played it, like genuinely. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And a lot of this game is just trial and error. Some of it's logical, and some of it's just like picking everything up and using it with everything.
God, I hurt all over, and I'm totally freezing. Where am I? I can only vaguely remember that Oleg knocked me out. But why? I really thought he was someone I could trust. Yet another bad judgment. A video camera in the bathroom? I wouldn't want to take a shower in here.
Well, let's pick up that plunger. I do believe there's some toilet paper over here. And we also want Nina. Again, I have foresight. I've beaten this game. I know what I want and when I want it. Right. Now.
I'll take everything with me that is not on the trees by the time I count to 3.
We got...
It reminds me of the part I found in Moscow at the train station. In the meantime, it appears to have entered series production. Now it even has a rubber coating on the grip.
It's still just a thing, though.
I have a vague idea. You can do thread cutting with that. I know, a very risky assumption, but you can't win if you don't try.
And we got...
You can use this to seal windows, or become a lifeguard on TV.
Oh, Nina, why have you got to be such a cunt? Right, snag this. Big bit
A
of
metal
metal.
plate.
And next to the door is a big shiny key. You want this.
Could be a kind of master key that can be replicated in the workshop as needed.
And then put the metal plate on the drill over here. God, this reminds me of D&T at school. Ugh, which I dropped for ICT that I then failed. Then we want to put this on, on here. And
The sparks from the drill set the paper on fire.
yay! Let's put that in there. And we've now bent it to some tongs.
In the back, a grip with rubber on it. In the front, a bent fork. Nice.
Combine it with the key.
I'm going to freeze to death pretty soon, but at least the key is nice and warm now. The hot key is melting the ice, so the lock is now open.
Yep, we couldn't make a key for the lock, but we could melt the ice that was in the lock. Okay, oh dear. Oh dear.
What a strange design. I think I read somewhere that stuff like this was used to protect sensitive equipment from radio interference.
Yeah, and to look creepy as shit in Event Horizon.
Oh, this appears to be something like a control room. And what is that down there?
A cutscene with a thing.
Problem solved?
Not quite. But at least I found our saboteur. There was a terrible, regrettable accident just now.
That's too bad. What's going on with the water?
That isn't important right now. I need you here.
All right. May I introduce you to Professor Charleroi, our scientific leader?
Pleased to meet you.
Yes.
Sure. Save it. We don't have time. The boss will be here soon, and I want to have everything ready to go by then.
Well,
Oleg Sergei and this Nicole Charleroi seem to be like a kind of complete assembly of all the human scum on Earth. Right now, I'm really tempted to jump through the window and send all three of them to... But what are they doing down there? And what kind of machine is that? I don't know for sure what is going on here, but I'm really sure that it is something quite nasty. And this I know. As soon as I get even the slightest chance, I will mess up their plans, but big.
well, over here is an armoire, apparently.
A single piece of explosive is still in there. I think I'll take it with me.
Did we just get, it's a...
They seem to work like hand grenades. Pull the ring and make sure to get rid of it real quick.
Yep. Go the other way. And there's a fishing rod we want. I got so stuck on this when I first played this game, and it was not even funny. And go back. And we used the fishing rod on
Maybe
that
I can pick up one of the lighter packs.
because we're in, you know, yeah. I was, oh god, hours of pixel hunting to work out what to do here. It was evil.
Winter clothing. That's a nice catch. Much better already.
But we still actually want to do this again, believe it or not. Naughty game making us do this twice for a required item. And it is.
Terry cloth bedding. A whole stack of it. Whatever am I supposed to do with it? Somebody please tell me that I'm dreaming. Just where am I? Antarctica? Nobody is ever going to find me here. I can forget about that.
It's gonna be a bit blah blah, but let's grab this bucket.
A 10-liter bucket.
And then we want to go over here. There's a penguin, you see. See that penguin?
The penguin seems to be sitting on something. He's probably hatching something. A warning sign. Caution. Precipice.
Yoink it. Now I have a sign. And we can put the grenade in the hole the sign left. Run. Or casually walk. Either's good.
Wow, what an explosion! It appears that it even triggered a small avalanche, but it didn't appear to bother the penguin.
And you can bet your blue ass we want what that penguin is sat on, by the way.
There's someone lying there. Hello? Are you hurt? Hello? I almost fear that he's dead. Funny that someone should fall into the glacier's precipice who probably knows his way around here. Plus, there was a warning sign. Just a moment. It could, of course, be that he had a little help when he fell.
Obviously.
I believe these people here are capable of that.
Keep your shit together, Nina. What have you got on you, dead
I know
guy?
that robbing dead bodies is frowned upon in upper circles, but I cannot do anything for him anymore. He, however, could perhaps still be helpful.
And what does he give us? Well!
In an abstract sort of way, the amulet represents a head. There is a large diamond on top. It looks to be very old, and if the diamond is real, it is worth a fortune. A gasoline lighter. Unfortunately, there is no gas in it.
And?
A couple torn out pages. They're entitled Research Journal of Nicole Charleroi. I don't think that this information will help me right now, but I might at least understand better how everything ties together.
Okay, so what was Nicole doing then? Well, on the 27th of March 2000, with Massimo's support, I now have enough means to intensify my research, and I've already had some initial successes. Speaking of Massimo, finally someone who believes in me and my work. He isn't like these idiots in Paris, he has the same visions that I do. 22nd of the 4th, 2000. That's my birthday. I found some documents that are over 50 years old in which a scientist explains his theory. Take the waves of our radio transmitters. They are on the streets, in our homes, they are everywhere, but we don't see or feel them. Once we turn on a radio and set it to the right frequency, we suddenly hear that there are news reports or music. It will be possible to send thoughts into the human brain the same way. We just have to find the right frequency. 23rd of the 12th, 2000. My initial euphoria has become somewhat subdued. We are still focusing on the basic research, while I wanted to be much farther by now. 5th of the 8th, 2001. Still no prospect of concrete results, but luckily Massimo remains calm and continues to support the project. He won't regret it. 14th of the 12th, 2001. In the last few weeks, our experiments have shown that the energy emitter is working accurately. I am aware that we have a long way to reach our goal, but we've at least completed one important step. 2nd of the 2nd, 2002. Massimo visited the facility for the first time today. He is visibly impressed with our results and assures us we will get more funding. 20th of the 10th, 2002. We finished the first successful series of tests today. The lab animals are only showing some reflex-like motor disturbances, but it's a start. 8th of the 3rd, 2003. We haven't made any progress. We're simply unable to make the next decisive step forward. We haven't been able to achieve a controlled influencing of the lab animals, and I have no idea why. 25th of the 6th, 2003. It's the radiation fields. It must be the fields. They probably aren't constant enough to achieve targeted influencing of the subject's brainwaves, and maybe something else is missing as well, but it is definitely the radiation fields. 5th of the 8th, 2003. Was that the end? Massimo pulled me away from my research and sent me to Europe. He assured me that I will return as soon as possible with some new technology, but I'm afraid he is getting cold feet. 2nd of the 3rd, 2005. I'd almost given up hope, but yesterday we finally started working again. Massimo was able to buy information about the research in the Tunguska region from a former KGB agent, and my assessment of the information convinced him. The Russians are apparently working with fragments of this unidentifiable thing that exploded there in 1908. The amazing thing is that they were able to observe more profound and constant behavioral changes in their lab animals than I could in mine. 8th of the 3rd, 2005. If the reports from Russia are actually true, our problems could be solved. It must be possible to generate extremely constant and uninterrupted radiation fields with these fragments. If that is actually the case, this could be the solution to our problem. We need to get our hands on one of these artifacts right away. 25th of the 3rd, 2005. Disappointing news from Massimo. The Russian informant confirmed that the Russians only have one of the artifacts. The other two fragments were apparently stolen by a sect in the 1970s, but I suspect the CIA is behind it instead. 8th of the 6th, 2005. The modification of the Institute is now finished. With the new opportunities, I am optimistic that we can achieve suggestive influencing of the human brain, if only we had one of these extraterrestrial artifacts. 25th of the 8th, 2005. I've stumbled on an interesting case in connection with the information that the Russian informant told us. A young Cuban scientist, Manuel Perez, was supposedly part of an expedition to the Tunguska region in 1977. He has apparently exhibited extreme mental and behavioral disturbances ever since. Since experiments were performed with these artifacts in this region back then, there could be a connection. I should take a closer look at this Perez. 22nd of the 8th, 2006. Massimo is a genius. He found a scientist in Berlin who has been researching these strange artifacts for many years. Massimo is convinced that he has the fragment we need. God, this is a plot dump. 28th of the 8th, 2006. The old scientist has disappeared without a trace. Someone appears to have kidnapped him right in front of our noses. Someone whose goal is identical with ours, perhaps. But Massimo has a new plan. He wants to use the scientist's daughter to achieve our goal. It sounds a little foolhardy, but it could work. Well. That's a bit of an info dump on that dead guy. And we want to go the opposite way now.
Wow, an old whaling ship, completely enclosed in ice. I wonder how long that has been here.